There are exits where you do not shut down, no matter what your legal driving hours clock tells you. These are the roads you do not even get on. Tonight, we count down 7 American roads where trucks are banned. These are not height warnings or weight notices. They are hard legal lines. Your rig does not belong here. We go from a simple length limit to the most extreme truck ban in the country. This list comes out of the official laws, Department of Transportation crash studies, and 70 years of driver reputation. This is not rumor or YouTube comments. The proof is the laws themselves and named crash numbers where they exist. And the worst one on this list is an 11-mile stretch of 2-lane road with 318 curves packed into it. In one 2-year stretch, it saw over 200 crashes. The state did not answer with a warning sign. It rewrote the law. Any truck over 30 feet banned on both sides of the state line, permanently. Let's get into it. Number 7, Independence Pass, Colorado 82. Straight south out of Aspen, the shortest way to the Arkansas River Valley runs right over this pass at just over 12,000 feet. But the sign at the base is plain about it. Any vehicle or any combination longer than 35 feet is not allowed. There are no permits, no exceptions, and no phone call that gets you through. The road simply will not fit a standard big rig. The climbs to the top are a 6% slope, with very tight turns posted at 10 miles an hour. On the Aspen side, the road narrows to a single 12-foot lane, pinched between rock walls. Temporary traffic lights control who goes when. You have falling rock, no shoulder, and no room to recover from a jackknife. That is when a trailer swings out and jams against the cab. The pass closes from November until Memorial Day, but even in summer the rule holds. Know your rig's number. The most direct line between 2 Colorado valleys is closed to nearly every commercial rig. By length, not weight. Hold on to that cutoff, 35 feet. If your combination is longer, this pass is not your route. Number 6, the Eisenhower Tunnel on Interstate 70, Colorado. Now we move from a length limit to a ban based on what you carry. The Eisenhower-Johnson Tunnel sits at 11,158 feet under the Continental Divide. That is the mountain spine that splits where U.S. rivers flow. Hazardous materials carriers, hazmat, bicycles, walkers, all banned. The reason is simple. A fire or chemical spill inside a tunnel with no way to vent the smoke becomes a disaster. The other road is US 6 over Loveland Pass. It reaches 11,992 feet. That is 834 feet higher than the tunnel. The road is steeper, the curves are tighter, and there is no shelter from weather. If Loveland Pass itself closes from storms or roadwork, the tunnel ban is lifted for a short time. Hazmat trucks get escorted through once per hour in a group. Regular traffic stops. Engines run slow. Picture a driver with a hazmat sign on his truck watching other rigs vanish into the bright tunnel while he turns onto Loveland. Higher, colder, the snow blowing sideways over the road. Carrying hazmat across the Continental Divide means you pay a toll of 834 extra feet of height and a steeper road. And there is no shortcut. Number 5, California State Route 1, Big Sur. We leave the Rockies now for the coast. Here the limit is a number most drivers never think about. The kingpin to the very last axle, the bar connecting the rear wheels. The kingpin is the trailer's turning point. The Big Sur piece of Highway 1 runs roughly 72 miles between Carmel and San Simeon. It bans any truck where that distance goes past 30 feet. Standard big rig combos go past that number easily. The road follows closely along cliffs the whole way and crosses the narrow Bixby Bridge. The angles into the bridge were never built for modern trucks. The California Highway Patrol enforces it hard. Anyone who breaks the rule gets fined and sent inland to US 101. That adds over 100 miles to the trip. Picture a rig rolling down the coast. The driver is enjoying the ocean view. Then a DHP cruiser shows up ahead. He checks his distances. Too long. The bridge's tight curve is coming, and his trailer wheels would hang out over the cliff before he ever cleared it. The most scenic drive in California is kept for cars. Your rig's kingpin distance sends you inland and adds 100 miles. So far, the bans are about physics, length, hazmat, turning space. Up next, the rules get absolute. Whole roads where your truck is simply not allowed, completely. Number 4. Smugglers Notch, Vermont 108. Through the Green Mountains near Stowe, this notch, a narrow pass, is posted "Tractor Trailers Prohibited." The tractor is the front part that pulls, and closed from late October to May. Even with the signs, several trucks every year try the tight turns. They get stuck and get fines over $2,000 plus the tow bill. The notch has no way around. Once you are wedged in, the whole road is blocked until a heavy tow truck can reach you. Picture a tractor trailer entering the notch in summer. The driver trusts the GPS over the signs. At the first tight bend, the trailer will not swing wide enough. Then the rear wheels are against the rock. He is on the CB. Cars are stacking up behind him. He is wasting daylight while the tow truck works out how to move him. The notch saves maybe 20 minutes, and it costs a fine, a tow bill, and a day of waiting when you block the only road through. No shame in taking the long way around. That 20 minutes is not worth it. All right, the heavy stuff is ahead. But first, while we are on the subject of bans that cost you, what is the worst extra drive you ever had to take to get around a truck ban? Mention the road and what it cost you in the comments. That is how I will know who really made it this deep into the video. And if you are learning something, hit subscribe and the bell, because the next 3 roads carry fines and tow bills that make $2,000 look cheap. Number 3, the Merritt Parkway, Connecticut. Now we leave posted sign bans behind for something different. A road where the ban was literally built into the bridges. The Merritt Parkway runs just under 38 miles through southwestern Connecticut. It was built between 1934 and 1940. The rule: any vehicle taller than 8 feet, banned. Heavier than 8,000 pounds, banned. Towing a trailer, banned. More than 4 wheels, banned. A standard tractor is 13 feet 6. You can figure out the problem. Every bridge that crosses the Merritt is a unique piece of Art Deco and modern design. Fancy stonework and iron, the whole parkway is listed on the National Register of Historic Places. What that means in plain terms, you cannot raise those bridges without wrecking what makes them historic. The ban is locked in at the level of historic protection. A permit process exists on paper, but it is a days-long paperwork battle, not a same-day call. Picture a driver who does not know the area entering the Merritt. The first bridge looms ahead. Low, arched, carved with detail that hasn't changed since 1938. He hits the brakes. That bridge was a whirl we're going to move. Connecticut's most scenic road was built at 1930s truck sizes and saved as art. Your rig will never fit under those bridges, and the law will not let you try. Number 2, the Palisades Interstate Parkway, New York and New Jersey. The Merritt locked its ban through art. The Palisades set its ban through raw design. It is the longest unbroken truck ban in America. The ban covers just over 38 miles. It is a full ban on commercial vehicles. It is enforced by a Parkway police force and the New York State Police. Every single entrance sign reads the same words: no commercial vehicles. The Palisades was built under the New York planner Robert Moses from 1947 to 1958. The move was simple: build every bridge low from day one, so that no future set of lawmakers could raise them and let trucks in. Whatever the reason was, a taste for pretty scenery or pure desire to protect it, the result has held for over 70 years. Here is the part that should bother you. It was not an isolated strange case. The same thinking that keeps trucks out runs through the whole New York area Parkway family. The Garden State, the Henry Hudson, the Taconic, all of them ban commercial vehicles. The Henry Hudson alone cost $109 million to build. That is twice what the Hoover Dam cost in the same years. That level of money, spent on keeping trucks out permanently. Picture a driver glancing at a GPS route that says the Palisades is a shortcut. Then we pull back. A smooth green ribbon through the Hudson Valley. Every bridge a low concrete refusal. And a Parkway police car sitting at the entrance, watching. The longest truck ban in America is a whole road built to say no for the rest of its life. And 3 others in the same family support it. Every road so far banned trucks to stop a disaster. The last one on this list is the only one that had to live through the disaster first. Number 1, The Tail of the Dragon, US 129, Tennessee and North Carolina. This is the 11-mile stretch mentioned at the start of the video. 318 curves packed into 2 lanes along the state border. For years, truckers trying to cut roughly 100 miles off their run took this road through Deals Gap. That is the mountain pass at the Tennessee-North Carolina line. They crashed or jackknifed when the trailer swings and jams again and again. They blocked the highway for hours. The road is too narrow for a tow truck to work fast. In December 2014, Tennessee banned trucks longer than 30 feet. North Carolina copied the ban. What made them act was a formal crash study by the Tennessee Department of Transportation. It covered 2010 through 2012. 204 total crashes on those 11 miles. 6 of them killed someone. The department called it a critical number, and the law followed. Every other ban on this list was a safety step taken ahead of time. A designer looked at the grades and the bridges and said no in advance. This one is a reaction. The number of deaths wrote the law. Hold on to that number. 204 crashes in 2 years. That is what it took to rewrite the law. Picture a tractor trailer entering the Dragon. The trailer cuts across the double yellow on a blind right turn. The driver fights the wheel. Then the rig is wedged between the rock face and the guardrail with bikes backed up behind. The exact scenes that appeared online before the law changed. The way around still costs about 100 miles. That is why truckers kept trying it. But now the answer is final. No truck over 30 feet gets to take that shortcut ever again. 7 roads and not one ban is hidden. Each road says no in its own way. It could be a measurement, a hazmat rule, a bridge built too low on purpose, or a law written after the wrecks. And each no comes with a real cost if you ignore it. The common idea from Independence Pass to the Dragon is the same. Know your rig's numbers. Know the roads that were never meant for you. And treat a ban like a brick wall. You do not test it with your trailer. These parkways and mountain passes were built with public money and are meant to stay safe and scenic for the people who live along them. Respect that line. There are highways built for what we do. Use those. What is the shortest legal way around a truck-banned road you know about? Name the road, the state, and what the person who plans your route has you take instead. First-hand knowledge is what builds the map. Drop it in the comments. We read every single one, and the best become the next video. Hit subscribe if you would rather hear it here than from the officer writing you a ticket at the bottom of the pass. Until next time, stay safe on the road.